We are talking tongue ties, lip ties, any oral ties that your little one might have. I know we discuss this a lot in clinic, and we will assess your babe when they are in clinic just to see like how that tissue is moving and everything like that. Make sure it's not like causing anything going on with that little one. So how we do this in office is we usually lay the baby down and work in the oral mouth, but since we don't have a real baby right here, I'm actually going to show you the stretches on my own mouth, so it might get a little up and personal in here, so just keep that mindful. So I'm going to use a glove because honestly I don't like sticking my finger in my own mouth even though my hands are sanitary. So you don't have to use a glove at home with yourself or with your little one, but you're more than welcome to, whatever your comfort level is. So we're going to always start either on the lower gum line or the upper gum line, and we're going to get up and around in this area just to open up and see what the upper lip is doing, and stretch in here. And then we'll also flare the lip just to see if it can open up, because sometimes there's that lip tie here that is super taut and tight that doesn't allow lip to come open when your babe is breastfeeding, bottle feeding, doing any sort of like suckling motion, because we want that lip to flare. Second one, we're gonna go down, and same thing. We want to be able to see that lip flare to allow the tongue to protrude out when the baby is suckling or doing anything that needs their tongue. And so mine is already snipped because I had gum recession, and so they snipped it. So mine is a little bit more loosey than down there than normal. And then we're also gonna check the buccal ties, which are on the cheeks. So we're gonna follow that gum line back just to follow along that cheek line in here. And stretch in that area as well. So just making sure that the entire lips are fully stretched out for your little one, just rubbing along their gum lines and everything like that. Now we're gonna move into the tongue. So with littles, again, they're gonna be face up with this one, and I like to stand above them and kind of grab underneath their tongue. This way it's a little bit more comfortable for them than looking at them face on and trying to get underneath there. So with the tongue, come in from the side, and you're gonna go up towards the midline of the tongue to try to stretch out that bottom tissue. So it looks like this. And you wanna make like a upside down U of a little rainbow in that area just to give that good stretch on that tongue. Ideally, we wanna do it 3 times on both sides just to get a little motion in that area. And then in office, of course, we will always assess your babe and do the stretches for them, as well as we also specialize with craniosacral therapy in office to help release that tissue, because the tissue connects from tongue all the way down to toe. So if there's any sort of tightness along that line, we will always address it using different stretches and everything like that. Craniosacral therapy is one of those biggest things that we do here, because it releases a lot of tension wherever that babe might be feeling it. And that's just very light pressure along the sutures of the skull for any head preference or anything going on there. And it'll also help that tongue tie or lip tie.